mentality coming into camp this year and where you stand today compared to 1 year ago today?
I just have to say it's a growth from my mentality last year. You know what I'm saying? I like to say I always had a dog mentality. It's just always, you know what I'm saying, the little things that I had to learn from last year as being a rookie, just coming into the league, to understanding a lot of different scheme things, mental things, and just how to switch up my game within the game and just elevate as a player. So it's still the same mentality, just time to take it to a new level.
I think a lot of people talk about that Titans game, the first Titans game, where all of a sudden you had your hand in the dirt. I don't think we've ever asked you, like, did you feel a difference when you did start putting your hand on the ground more?
I'm most definitely more comfortable with my hand in the dirt because that's obviously what I've been doing my whole life. So once I was in that position and put my hand in the dirt, at that moment, I just really just shot it, and it was on me at that point. So.
Does this feel easier for you now? I mean, you went through first year, now you're in this training camp. Like, how much easier is it?
It's a lot more easier now. Like I said, I'm not really stressing about work, learning the plays. Like I know the plays. Basically, I'm just taking it, like I keep saying, I'm taking it to a new level. So basically like algebra to pre-cal, you know what I'm saying, just add on to my game at this point. I know the scheme. I know things that I need to work on. So coming in from the offseason, try to take those things that I was learning in the offseason and complementing it to my game now.
Where have you sort of seen yourself grow now? You know, now that it is easier, you're able to grow a little bit faster. Where have you seen yourself kind of make strides?
I definitely have to say, you know what I'm saying, hand-eye coordination, placement, and just from a mental standpoint, I know things, how I can adjust my rush depending on whatever the play call is. Like if I can take a wide angle, if I could have to tighten my angle down, just things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, that makes the game a lot easier and help me play a lot faster.
How important was the offseason for you to just kind of step away for a little bit after going from the draft to the season?
Can you say that again?
Yeah. How important was the offseason for you to kind of just step away for a bit after going from the draft to your rookie year to the playoffs?
It was most definitely important to me because, like I said, I've never had an offseason before this past offseason, and it was obviously a time for me to grow physically and mentally, like just to get away from the game for a little bit. You know, throughout college, I never really had a break, so just to take my mind off of football. But once I got that space away from football, like I felt like I needed, it was probably only like a couple days before I was already back. Like, man, I need to get back working. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for this next season. So it definitely helped out a lot.
At the end of last offseason, you talked about playing and competing for a Super Bowl. Obviously, that goal hasn't changed, but now that you've seen it for about 2 or 3 weeks on the field, just how do you think you guys are stacking up?
I really think that is something that we can accomplish, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody on the team, we all have that same mindset. We all shooting for the same goal, which is to win the Super Bowl. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with the chemistry that we're building amongst each other while we're in camp, around each other in the hotel, out here on the field in practice, I feel like it's going to take us a long way, long as we just keep striving to be the best we can be every day and coming out and pushing every day, pushing each other every day.
I know you're going up against the offense quite a bit out here. Just how have they looked?
Offense is looking crazy explosive, man. Like, it's something special. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something that I seen it last year, but like now it's just they have so many options. Like, you really can't just zone in on one specific guy, because if you zone in on one specific guy, it's obviously another guy that can hurt you in other areas as well.
How much do you expect to play on Saturday in the preseason game? And also, I'm sure we'll talk to you Monday and Tuesday, but looking forward to practices in Detroit.
To be honest, I'm really not sure. However long they leave me in the game, that's how long I'll play. So I'm not complaining. As long as I give me some snaps, I get my snaps. And if I don't, when they take me out, they take me out. So.
Then joint practices next week. Did we do joint practices last year?
We did. We have.
Yeah, with Atlanta. That's right. How exciting is that for you to be going up against a different offense?
That's definitely exciting, just for the simple fact of I get to go against another guy that's not on my team and be able to be. I feel like in that moment I could be a little more physical. So, because it's still practice, but it's not me going against my teammates. So that's another way for me to, you know what I'm saying, see what this guy, my opponent has, and just scout my opponent amongst that week while we're practicing against each other.
How do you handle expectations? Obviously, there's a lot of pressure on you. Have you started doing anything in the off season in terms of like I know working with sports psychologists and stuff like that?
When it comes to things like that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I can handle things like that on my own. So I don't like put my pressure on nobody else, and I feel like can't nobody tell me how I am mentally. So I just like to keep things like that to myself, and just I know me as a person. So I just obviously continuously grow. If I can't observe it on my own, then nobody else can tell me what's going on in my head.
Josh told me he keeps in his briefcase, keeps paper with the single season sack record on a piece of paper. Any sort of motivation like that you have adopted this season?
I mean, obviously, you know what I'm saying, I look at the sack records and things like that, but you know what I'm saying, I'm obviously just shooting to get 10 plus sacks, you know what I'm saying. I obviously want to break the record, but you know what I'm saying, I just feel like that'll come amongst me playing how my team needs me to play in. And I obviously feel like, you know what I'm saying, I have to step up this year, so I feel like that is a goal, but that's not something that I just carry around, that's just something that I know.
Have you seen a difference in Josh this year? I mean, it's his final year of his contract. It seems like he's a little bit more locked in. Not that he wasn't before, but just it seems a little bit extra this year. Have you seen a difference?
Most definitely. Like, you know what I'm saying, for him, I feel like with staying on the field, it's definitely more personal for him too. But at the same time, he still brings it in with the team, you know what I'm saying, communicates those type things. And I just feel like it's going to be a very special year for him. And he's also putting that chip on his shoulder to not just be a leader to me and the other guys on the team, but you know what I'm saying, he's just being a leader to himself and just being capable of the player that he can be and the type of player that he has been before. So I feel like he's been working to be the best player he can be and going to continue to grow off of that.
All right. Thanks, Travon. Appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all.
Success.